My name is Brian Symonds. My wife and I live here on the beautiful Sunshine Coast, just 100 kilometres north of Brisbane, and I can remember the day when I had the honour of being elected as the Foundation President of the Old Lions way back in 1971. For me, it has been one of the most fulfilling experiences of my life to have seen the Old Lions continue to function until this memorable day today being the last hurrah. On that day in 1969, when the closing ceremony of our wonderful school was almost over, the greatest Carpe Diem moment of my life occurred. The original Old Boys Union had ceased operating some years earlier, and on the spur of the moment I stood up and suggested that perhaps we could keep the legend alive if we revived the Old Boys Union once again. During the next 18 months or so, the Foundation Committee of the Old Lions gathered in the offices of Lloyd Ivers to recreate the Old Lions. The original committee members included Alan McLean, Alan Ridley, Lex Langtree, Lloyd Ivers, Bill Marjoram and myself. Thus today, on the 7th of November 2019, we celebrate 50 years since the closing of our school and the inevitable closing down of the Old Lions. I'm certain that way back then, none of us realised that the Old Lions would survive until this 50th celebration today. Nor do we realise that the subsequent committee members would work so hard to maintain the dream, and most importantly, contribute to the preservation of the wonderful heritage Greenwoods building and so much other history belonging to North Sydney Technical High School. Alan McLean and I were both good mates in our final years in 1955, and throughout the years I've seen Alan dedicate countless hours to driving the great dream forward. He is indeed a very special man. And at the risk of embarrassing you once again, Alan, I say to you that you have been the rock throughout all these years, and your energy, passion and commitment have been amazing. Thank you. This year, on the 18th of September, we celebrated the 10th year of the Queensland Old Lions reunion. I will keep this running for as long as possible into the future, and once again I thank Alan, who encouraged me for many years to set up the Queensland reunion. By the way, interstate Old Lions are almost most welcome, and if you'd like to be included on our mailing list, please let us know. During the many years since the momentous day in 1969, I've often reflected how our school motto, Carpe Diem, was present on that closing day, and the many days since, when so many others have seized the day to maintain the legend of one of the greatest high schools ever. The amazing achievements of so many of the former students of North Sydney Technical High School are living proof that they too have done so through Carpe Diem. It was a proud moment for me to be elected as the Foundation President in 1971. However, the credit for the Old Lions' survival must go to all those committee members who have worked so hard for so many years to keep the dream alive. Long live Carpe Diem.